Hey guys, welcome back to Neutrality. I'm Freeman Boyles. I'm so excited for this week's conversation. It's going to be sexuality, which, if you're a Gen Zer, you've been thinking a lot about sexuality, you probably have your own opinions about it, you probably have your own pronouns or whatever, or how you identify, and that's great, but I'm here to tell you that sexuality is so much more than just that. Sexuality is not just what we do in the bedroom. It's not even our genitalia. It's not even like who we're attracted to, etc., etc. Sexuality is actually, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many other Christians, sexuality is meant to describe how we connect with people. Particularly, it's how men connect with women and how women connect with men. Unfortunately, our hypersexual society has made sexuality something kinky, dirty, like, what's your turn on? And unfortunately, fortunately, it's not just that. We don't actually have to define, who we're attracted to in order to introduce ourselves. What I mean by that is, we don't have to say, hi, I'm Freeman, I'm heterosexual. We don't have to say, hi, I'm Chelsea, I'm homosexual. We don't have to say, hi, I'm John, and I'm non-binary. You know what I mean? We don't actually have to limit ourselves to this term because this term actually means so much more than we think it does. So, I'm going to go into some specifics about what is a way that we share our sexuality with others. So a man might share his sexuality with a woman by holding the door for her, or taking pride in lifting something for her, or paying for her. And a woman might share her sexuality with a man, or even just other individuals, by taking pride in comforting others, or being excited to connect with them, or take care of someone that's vulnerable. These are ways that men and women share their sexualities with others. And I think it's very freeing to acknowledge that sexuality is not just sex. It's not just, the very foundational aspects of sex. Sexuality is so much more than that. And if we could get out of this actually very confining term for sexuality, i.e., who we're attracted to and what we like in the bedroom, we would actually be much freer as a society. We would feel much more safe connecting with others. We'd feel much more safe using the term sexuality. We would consider what it means to connect with others, especially people that are of a different sex. It can be uncomfortable to consider that you are sharing your sexuality when you're connecting with someone of the opposite sex, even if that person you're not at all sexually attracted to. I think that it's actually a very freeing concept to realize that sexuality is so much more than this very small, limiting box that we've put it in. Sexuality, God-given sexuality, is using our masculine and feminine traits to connect with one another. We have actually really limited ourselves by seeing sexuality as merely who we're attracted to and sex itself. In an effort, yet again, I'm going to go back to this several times in my episodes, in an effort to be inclusive, unfortunately, we have become very isolating. We have actually put ourselves in the very boxes that we have tried to escape. And by introducing ourselves as, hi, I'm Freeman, I'm heterosexual, or putting our pronouns in our bios, etc., we are, again, limiting ourselves to this term or this identity rather than being dynamic individuals. Hi, I'm Freeman. I love talking about society. I love thinking about faith. I spend my days thinking about how to connect with others. I love thinking about relationships. Yeah, I happen to be heterosexual. That is an aspect of me. What my sexual preference is an aspect of me. It's not who I am. Because if it was, then if it were to change, then wouldn't I change? No. One aspect of me would change. So I just think that we have really put ourselves in a pickle by saying that sexuality is who we are. When it is. except when we use the term, we're using it wrong, if that makes sense. Men and women have unique strengths, and this isn't a misogynist statement. It's actually beautiful, affirming, and true to acknowledge that the different sexes have different strengths and they complement each other. So let's resist this societal push to put ourselves in boxes. We don't have to identify ourselves with our pronouns. We can learn about ourselves past our pronouns, past our sexuality, past our status in these different ways. Let's use the term sexuality as God intended to, yes, connect with others, and yes, flirt with others. I condone every flirtatious, cute text that you might send your crush. I condone leaving your phone number for your server. I condone telling your girlfriend she's good looking. Totally 100% down for that. Do it 100%. But let's refuse to be put in boxes. Let's refuse to be limited to our sexuality. In reality, what we're attracted to is a portion of sexuality, and therefore it's a portion of who we are. But the fullness of sexuality, how we love and connect with others, is what makes us who we are. Hopefully this wasn't too much. Hopefully this wasn't too rambly. And I will see you guys soon on neutrality. In the meantime, stay neutral.